Hello, everyone. My name is Jenna. I'm an energy healing practitioner and teacher living in Italy. And this channel is here to support light workers, expats, those who don't feel quite so home in themselves, really ground in that feeling of themselves so they can be confident in their best selves wherever they are in the world. So, is that you? You can subscribe to my channel, like this video. You can even share it with somebody who you think can benefit from this. And let's get started. So, today's topic is a third, I believe, in the series of videos about culture shock and how to deal with it. From also an energetic perspective and how energy work is super practical in moving through these stages. So the first video I did, well, I skipped the honeymoon phase. Even though honeymoon phase is the first phase, it's the phase that's usually the happiest. And so I kind of skipped over that one. The second phase is often the frustration, anger, and hostility phase, where expectations that you have or patterns and habits that you have ingrained don't match or work in the new situation in which you find yourself. And the third stage is the adjustment phase. So trying your best to move through whatever it is that you're feeling and experiencing, and it's often like a survival phase. You're just like, how can I deal? And so you will find a video on how to move through that phase in a little bit of a smoother and swifter way. And today I'm going to be talking about the acceptance phase and how you can move through that, bring yourself to that, support yourself to get there and to be in that stage as well. So the acceptance phase, this is often the phase where people emotionally get to where not everything is understood about where they are in their experience, but they're generally okay with that. So this is also the phase where people often feel more like bicultural or more than bicultural if they come from another cultural background or have had other experiences. And so, really, the key in this phase is being able to thrive while not necessarily taking on everything that is a cultural difference. It's not necessarily changing yourself to fit in better, but you accept what you see, experience, and also your own feelings a bit more so that you can move on. And not everything is such a struggle, especially feeling that. This is also a stage where it can be really helpful for healing because you get to the stage where you accept and allow what is to be. And so this is often a really good phase to go within and continue to accept yourself and affirm that acceptance of yourself so that you are empowered wherever you go. So I have a couple of tips for being and moving through this phase. So some of them are actions that you can take and others are more energetic. So some of the things would be to help overcome homesickness, which is totally normal. And so knowing that it could come, it can help move through that acceptance, but also things to do when you start feeling that way. So one of them, which I find, it's just fun, is like food, right? So finding the snacks and food that you really appreciate from home, whether you make them yourself, you find a restaurant, and can really just help you use your senses and feel that emotional sense of stability within. So that can be helpful. Of course, other things like calling people using Skype or Zoom or whatever, WhatsApp, anything that can help you stay in contact with people, again, to really anchor in that sense of stability and feeling good. You can do other things like watching your favorite movie or TV show or something that helps you to feel, again, that sense of familiarity, but also stability. One of the things that is a little bit more active with feeling is actually releasing comparison. So before, I mentioned in the other video, in the adjustment video, adjustment video, how it can be really helpful to release judgments. Well, when you get to the acceptance phase, it's helpful to also release comparison, because if you're constantly comparing what you experienced before, how things were before, how you like them before, it can keep you from accepting kind of what is. So that's something to notice, is, are you continuing to compare things and in a negative way, or are you noticing and being like, okay, that's different, but I'm okay with that? Of course, another thing is to celebrate, to bring together people who help you feel good and celebrate the things, celebrate your growth, celebrate maybe other festivities or things that may come from your hometown or your home place. And yeah, have that positive momentum for being in and dealing with two different types of cultures. And then on the more energetic side, it can be really helpful to do energy work that's related to confidence. So confidence in navigating not just emotional triggers, but really confidence for feeling truly at home. So that's the goal. And culture shock actually brings us an awareness of like where we're not feeling at home. And the goal is to get to that inner feeling of at home, and not just in a new place, but you bring that with you wherever you go. So this can really help bring up what inner blocks, what energy blocks are in the way of you feeling that confidence and feeling that home within. So it can help you to actually identify where you're not feeling yourself, and the energy work can help excavate and bring up to the surface, but also clear out and transform what it is within you that's keeping you from feeling that sense of home and feeling in that acceptance phase, not just by being, triggered by what's happening around you, but really going deep. And so culture shock, traveling, moving to a new place they're huge opportunities for massive growth, especially inner growth. And energy work can support in that, moving swiftly and so faster, but also with a little bit more ease, and feeling really that inner support rather than always having to rely on external support, which may or may not be there. And so to kind of support and to move through a little bit of energy work, I'm going to walk you through a mini meditation and a song bath for anchoring in and experiencing and drawing to this feeling of inner confidence. So you can take a deep breath to kind of get grounded. A deep breath in, and then releasing that breath. And you're going to imagine, sense, intend, or feel that confidence. Like, what would confidence feel like? And if confidence isn't the word of what your preference is, you can choose another feeling. But I'm going to go with confidence. So your goal is to imagine, sense, intend, or feel this sense of confidence. What does that feel like to you? And if you're a visual person, you can visualize yourself feeling and being confident. And once you have that image or that feeling, you're going to intend, sense, or feel, pretend, whatever, that is actually in your heart space. In your heart space. And you can pause this video if you need to help you get into that sense of feeling more. And once you have that, you're going to amplify that feeling. So again, you can visualize, sense, intend, or feel that growth of confidence, that growth of whatever it is you want to feel. And you allow it to expand, and expand, almost like a starburst or a firework exploding out of your heart space. That feeling of confidence, and you're going to let it go. Let it go, let it go. And now I'm going to bring through an intuitive song bath to speak to that energy of confidence so that those sound frequencies can start to inform the change that you want to experience, what it is that you want instead of feeling out of that acceptance phase. And this can apply even if you're not living out of your own country. Maybe you've changed regions, cities, whatever that is. Maybe you're in a, experiencing with the family members and you don't feel quite at home. This can be for you as well. So here we go. Ooh-ay-yum, 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 So you can take another deep breath and let it go and do whatever it is that you feel you need to do in this moment. Maybe it's sitting and reflecting for a moment. Maybe it's listening to this video and this section of the video again. Maybe it's getting up and dancing, moving around, stretching, whatever it is that calls to you to really integrate this energy and that change and that experience you want to feel, being confident in yourself, feeling at home in yourself. And if this video has been useful for you, again, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Share it with somebody you feel could really benefit from this as well. And if you're looking to be more supported with energy work and moving through these different stages of culture shock or whatever you're experiencing, you can check out the links below in the notes, and you can, schedule a call with me to really go deeper and see what it is that can work for you, what it is that can be your way, your own way of moving through this type of energy and these experiences. So I'm going to wish you the best wherever you are in the world. Lots of love and bye for now.